What is up, everybody? It's your boy Ren, and we're back with another episode of Xbox Game Pass and Review, your first look at the latest and greatest on the Xbox Game Pass network. Now, today we're going to be looking at another game that's here on the Game Pass. This one is newer, at least being put on the platform itself to the Game Pass, and that's going to be Carrion. Now, this version of the game has two different versions of it. There's the original Carrion, and then there's this one, Greatest Time of Year. And that's the one that we're going to be playing today. Now, for those of you who don't know, Carrion's been out for a little while, actually, where you take the form of a monster and get yourself out of a research lab, getting some upgrades, and just generally going out for carnage and killing things. Markiplier has played this one before on his channel, so of course, go take a look at that one if you want the really funny version of doing that. But we're going to test it out today, and we're going to go on a bit of a field inspection just to kind of check it out. So we're going to be taking an hour look into this one here, and yeah, that's where we're going to go ahead and start it. The Relith Science Research. All right, let's go into options here real quick. We're of course going to turn down the music just a little bit here, just because I want to make sure that well, it's not going to be too loud for you guys. Alright, and then we're going to start a new game here. And that is us, it looks like. Oh, yep, here's us. Oh my god, it's really fast. Alright, so right trigger is to kind of grab things. Oh, we are acting very quickly. Ooh, wow. Yeah, this is a bit sensitive. Hold up real quick. General settings, vibration, smoothing, monster. There's really no options. Gameplay. No, yeah, there's no sensitivity settings here, so we're just gonna have to kind of make do with it. Be a little bit more careful with the way that we do things here. So yeah, we're just we're going through it, trying to figure out. Okay, so there's another one that's going to be over here, it looks like, possibly. Okay, so we can go down. Oh, yep, that was not helpful. Go down again. Squeeze in here. Ooh. That's really loud still. We're gonna turn some of that down because that seems a little much. Okay. So all those guys are done. Yeah, this is really difficult to control on spread the biomass. This is really difficult to control on a controller here. How are we gonna get through here? Went ahead and saved that real quick. So there should be some kind of like a way I can get up and go somewhere maybe? Do I have like a map? I do not have like a map. It really doesn't tell me any of my abilities here. I think this one's like a... So that's the nearest one there. There must be some other way I can go that I haven't found yet. No, okay. Is that like an invisibility? Yeah, I can go invisible. Yeah, I don't really see anywhere else that I can go. Oh, you know what? I wonder if that's it. There it is. Okay, so now we've unlocked that area. Squeeze back in here, and then... It's not quite long enough, it looks like. Oh, there's that. Okay, so I switched that. Oh, awesome. I have managed to open the door. I cannot actually get there. Excellent. Okay, not quite enough. Did I kill these guys all too soon? Because I kind of needed them for the switch. But now I can't actually do that. Can I, like, go back and reset this, I guess? Yeah, I don't actually know. Okay, so he's back alive again. there's like a jump function I'm missing here. Doesn't really seem like it. I feel like there's something I'm missing here. Is there options, controls, human, shoot, activate, in parasitism, moving, climb, run. There's got to be like something I'm missing here. Some kind of like interaction or something like that. Because there's climb up here. There's the shield. Yeah, it feels like I'm missing something. This game so far is really not optimized for Xbox. There's got to be something I'm missing. Yeah, I feel like I'm missing something very important, and this game is just not, no. I really don't know, actually. Offensive skill, defensive skill, echolocation, roar, grab items, right trigger, human, use, activate, shoot, activate shield, and parasitism. Oh, okay. That works. Gotcha. There it is. Okay. Now we're down. Can I go ahead and re-grab this dude? Okay. Okay, well, into the parasitism there. Okay. That just doesn't seem... That doesn't seem correct. But I mean, alright, game. Okay, so that's been unlocked. I'll just eat these guys up for some food. Okay, and then up and in. Yeah, this game is very interesting already. Alright. So destroy that. Let's see, can we back up a little bit here? So that's there. That thing is just sort of wrecking my cause. Come on. I really don't get it, actually. Okay, so there's that. Let's go ahead and save. Alright, so that's saved there. Okay, push that open. Wow. Okay. Okay, so what I need... I think I see. I think I see. So, now that I got a guy here... So, I need to activate that, then go in here... And just like that, okay. That actually makes a lot of sense. Then here, and that one opens up that side there. And then we can end the parasitism. Alright, there it is. Ah, we figured it out. Okay. Next... E0. So it looks like we gotta go kind of backwards a little bit here. looks like we actually can't go backwards. So there has to be some way for us to get there. Aha! Okay, so that would bring me to the outside. But I don't want to be in the outside. I want to be cramped up in this little thing. Then go like this so that I can just snatch them up. Alright, so that's open now. And that's open now. Okay, so what's on this side? Ow. Oh my gosh, do I have to go through that entire thing again? This game is a little unforgiving in places. I tell you what. You really have to know what you're doing. And there's just no good place to be here. It's a lot of kind of just trial and error, is what it really is. Yep. Okay. Nice. And that goes there. Beautiful. Really? Yeah, so, this game is a little ridiculous in places. Okay, but once you get the hang of it, you got the hang of it, you know? That's a lot of food to be leaving on the table, too. That's a lot of extra health I could have used, but... What's even worse is there really is no save spot right here. So you kind of have to do everything pretty perfectly. You know what? I do kind of need them for something here real quick. But they don't have whole bodies, so I can't actually do that. Excellent. Okay, so that's over here. It's back this way. Is that my original save area? Yeah, let's go ahead and go back here and just save real quick. Awesome, so now we have a charge for my, for the invisibility, which is cool. We need to come over here. Unlocks that and the other one. Okay. Excellent, so now we can keep going. So there's an escape up top. Going down below. Biomass. So we'll go ahead and save it. Okay, there's that. Okay. So that unlocks that and that side. So going back down here. Awesome. Does that give us something up here that happened? It does not. So we need to figure out what that was. Okay. So do I need to be over here? No. Oh, nice. That is super powerful. Ooh. That was close. Oh, really? I got stuck up there? Yeah, this game is a bit unforgiving. Like, even a bit might be a small understatement. Come on. Okay. Okay, hit that one. So they've got a flamethrower unit and one of those big things. Ooh. Yeah, you both need to stay out of that. Oh, this is so much fun, I tell you what. Oh. Yeah, this is, this really feels like it's a lot easier on a mouse and keyboard. And that's just, that's the problem with some of these, Game Pass games. Is that, some of these are just ported from PC, like, primary games. And it is hard to play these things on a controller. Like, the sensitivity is generally just too high. And it can be really, really difficult. To kind of, interact with things and really have any kind of control. What is that? It's the defensive ability. Like, I get that. I just don't know exactly what it does. Yeah, getting through all of those guys seems dang near impossible, if I'm being completely honest. Like, maybe I'm not using my abilities correct enough, but it seems a bit hard. What I need is to get in freaking there. So I wonder... You went down so easy one of the last times. Let's try a different strat here real quick. Can I get up here with this dude? So he's not the right one for that. Are they just not the right guys? Do I need two? Who's another dude? Is there another dude kind of just like chilling here that I haven't eaten? Not you, no. Ah ha ha ha. So it looks like maybe I need a fresh one. Is that what's happening here? Great, and now I'm not actually strong enough to break that dude. Save and retrieve some biomass. There we go. Let's see, does the amount of biomass I have make a difference? No. Let's try something a little bit different here. So I didn't technically kill you, you're just kind of alive. No, so it really doesn't matter. Oh my gosh. That worked? That was kind of interesting. So if I need something to, like, sneak past an area, I could certainly do that. Let's see if that'll actually... Is that something that'd work? Alright, let's go back and save real quick, because I think that's actually a brilliant idea. Okay. Really? Well, I'm certainly glad that I saved. Okay, so what I need to do... Alright, come here, Mr. Bud. Yeah, you're gonna be my new friend. Okay. Try this again. Get in the little machine. Really? Okay. Yeah, this game is rather difficult. Rather difficult indeed. We are burning, burning. Let's go try to regain some biomass real quick. Okay, biomass has been regained. And we're going up daisies. Yeah, and I get stuck right there. Crap. Yeah, I really feel like if I was on mouse and keyboard, this actually wouldn't be all that terrible. But because I'm kind of stuck playing on this one here. It's actually a whole hell of a lot harder. Okay, come on. Come on. Little pig, let me in. Haha. A success. Which is one success. Let's go get some biomass real quick. Because that was freaking ridiculous. Can't believe I had to go through all of that crap just for that. Okay. Save and biomass. Cool. Let's head up. Maybe. Now here's gonna be my next question. So where the hell do I go now? Because supposedly... Yeah, so that's one side. So now I have to do this other one? Can't get through there. Oh, dude, I got myself trapped in there. Well, crap. Okay, well. At least we don't have to go back and do that. Really, huh? Oh my god. Okay. I'm actually gonna go ahead and call that one here. Dang. Okay. So, Carrion, right? This is a PC game. It got ported to Xbox. These controls are not that great. They're really not. Especially if you have a nicer controller like I do, where the sensitivity is a little weird. Because there is no sensitivity controls in this. It's just kind of like two-sticking it, and it makes it very difficult to traverse and to see where you're going. It is not very intuitive whatsoever. Nothing is explained like at all. You just kind of have to learn as you go. And yeah, it's kind of a difficult game. It's a very hardcore game. You gotta know what you're doing. It's a lot of trial by error. And clearly I haven't even made it past like the first area yet. You know, I'm still kind of stuck here in quarantine. I don't really get it all that much. Like, it's a really interesting like take on a puzzle game, but it's a little too difficult for me. This is one of those hardcore gamer kind of things where you're like, oh yeah, you die like dozens and hundreds of times before you can get it right, and you have to be able to use this skill and that skill and be able to use this and sneakily do this. And I'm like, way too much work, way too much work. Especially for the fact that it really gives you no kind of direction. Again, you're just kind of figuring it out as you go yourself. It can be a little weird. It can be a little weird. It's a little difficult. So it's not a fit for me personally. But outside of that, audio's pretty cool. The actual mechanics of the game seem really, really interesting. I have nothing wrong with how the game works mechanically. It's a very interesting skill set to be able to utilize. It's just very difficult to utilize correctly and really maximize on the different abilities' efficiency, because it is so hard to actually see where you're aiming and aim effectively. It's a lot of just kind of move your right stick around a lot and pull the ability button, and hopefully you get something, you don't get something. It's not really it's becomes a bit of a hampering to the skill issue with utilizing the mechanics themselves, but the mechanics are pretty solid. The going back and forth is very Metroidvania style, kind of crawler, I guess, instead of platformer. You have a crawler here. And the enemies, they're difficult, but they're really not meant to be kind of like taken on en masse as like I do. You're meant to kind of take a more careful approach. But I'm not very good with those types of games, especially on this one, evidently, because I spent 8 hours and yeah, I haven't really gotten too terribly far at all. Call it a skill issue, call it what you like. It's just not very intuitive on a controller. This is one of those games that I would say, if you want to play it, while yes, it's really tempting to play it for free here on the Xbox Game Pass, unless you have the Game Pass Ultimate for the PC edition, this is going to be a very difficult one to play. So if you guys have the PC edition, I would say go ahead and pick it up. It's free. I mean, you already have the stuff for it, and it'll work out really well for you. It'll probably feel a lot better. But as far as us console players are concerned, yeah, it's a little bit of a hassle, a little bit of a headache. Not necessarily worth it. That's my personal opinion. So Ren's review, casual gamers 1, maybe 2 out of 10. And hardcore players 8 or 9 out of 10. I'd probably say a 9 out of 10. So here's the thing, casual gamers are not going to like this. It doesn't have any instructions to it. Even if you're playing on the PC, this isn't one of those that you can just kind of lackadaisically play and just be like, oh, okay, I'm into it. No, this is going to take up a significant amount of your mental acuity, and it's going to cause you a bit of frustration. So if you're looking for a casual feel-good experience, this is not the game for you. There's a lot of other games that you could play out there that are a lot more cathartic. See Warhammer 40k Bolt Gun. That is more than enough catharsis for you guys. Still a little bit challenging, especially if you up the ante on the difficulty level. But much, much more cathartic. This game, however, really panders to the hardcore gamers that are used to almost like a Dark Souls style, crawler, platformer, Metroidvania style. This is gonna be for you, and I think if I remember correctly from what I've seen of this game, there are other like upgrades and stuff like that you can like get throughout your gameplay here. But I clearly hadn't seen those, because I wasn't able to get too terribly far, because the controls aren't all that great. Have I mentioned the controls aren't all that great? Hey, the controls aren't all that great for the console. But for the hardcore gamer, this is something they're going to be really, really interested in. The challenge mixed with the kind of mechanic-based understanding for your abilities and really planning ahead really kind of hits that itch that I think a lot of hardcore gamers are really going to kind of want. So this is most certainly the game for you guys on this one. Outside of that, there's really not much to say or talk about the game. Like I don't have enough playtime in it for later on to see if it really kind of like ups the ante on stuff. But just from what I've played so far, it seems to be there. A lot of people have played the game. A lot of people like the game. But me being a more casual type gamer with hardcore gamer tendencies, it's not the right fit for me. I can withstand a little bit of hardcore gaming instinct, right? But I can't do this whole like Dark Souls-esque stuff. I get too easily frustrated. I'm like, I don't want to play this. I'm not winning. And I don't like that. A challenge that makes it difficult to win, yes. To sit and have to do the same freaking section like 10 or 15 times just to understand what's going on. No, I'm really okay. Really okay. But yeah, that's my opinion. If you're on PC, pick it up. If you're on console, I'd say probably just pass. To be completely honest with you. But yeah, that's gonna do it for this episode of Xbox Game Pass and Review. We took a look at Carrion. If you like this type of content, make sure to head over to the YouTube page. That's youtube.com/rensworld, where you can see all the other cool Game Pass and Review content. We got the field inspections like we did here today. Those are an hour look at the first kind of bits of the gameplay of a game, just to kind of show you what it's like and what to expect. So if you decide you want to pick it up, hey, congratulations, you kind of know what to expect, and you can go from there. We also have a couple of episodes of Bottom Line Up Front, which are 10-minute reviews of the good, the bad, and the ugly of my personal opinion on some of the titles we've spent a little bit more time in. That's a little less spoilery. It just kind of gives you the basics, the pros and the cons, just in a quick 10-minute format to see if it's something that you're interested in and can go ahead and pick up for yourself and experience fully on your own without too much given away at the beginning of the game. You can also check out the Rens plays that we have over there at the YouTube channel. Rens plays of Genshin Impact, of Pow World, Core Keeper, Moonlighter is up there, or will be up there. I don't know. These timing of these videos are always a little weird, but they are there somewhere, just maybe prepared to be edited. So keep your eyes out on those, and go check those out. Those are long-form, hour-long videos that kind of do a longer playthrough of some of the games that we've actually really enjoyed here on the Game Pass. So if you like listening to videos while you're doing chores or homework or whatever it is you do to fill the void in your life in the background, while you do the stuff you like to do, you can go over there and check those out for yourselves, and just enjoy the games with me. Cool stuff, right? If you want to see what I'm up to right now, what's going to be coming to the YouTube soon, and not to miss out on all the edited stuff that gets all the content that gets edited out of those videos before they get over to YouTube, then you could always come over here to the live stream at twitch.tv/RenoxRage. That spelling will be on the right side of your screen for all you people in the YouTubes. And for those of you here in the channel, well, hey, congratulations, you don't have to escape from a scientific research facility to come see what's here, because you're already there. Congratulations, you can munch on this tasty mercenary corpse as a reward, I guess. But yeah, that's gonna be my spiel for the day. Thank you so much for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. My name is Ren, and we will catch you on the next one. Latest.